and welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks, the pop quiz that says there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold and she's buying a bracelet from Ratner's. Our two team captains have both been banned from heavy metal concerts, Sean because he's too scruffy and Phil because he will insist on stage diving. Hughes and Jupiters, ladies and gentlemen. My team captain. Phil's first guest is Brian Molko, singer with top 5 Big Goth Blouses, Placebo. The band are named after a type of medication like many other groups, Brian Eno's, Adamantacid and Dexter's Midnight Rennies. Phil's second guest is heavy metal warrior Bruce Dickinson, former lead singer with satanic cock rockers Iron Maiden. In the Maiden, Bruce knew all too well the number of the Beast. In fact, the Beast has since gone ex-directory to get rid of him. Brian and Bruce, ladies and gentlemen, Phil's team. Sean's first guest is Saffron, singer with top 10 Techno Monkeys, Republica. Republica's hit Ready to Go was played on Baywatch, the only show where both the soundtrack and the cast are available in vinyl. Sean's second guest is comedian, author and chart topper David Baddiel. David's got a new video out right now. It's called Swedish Lesbian Sauna Schoolgirls and it's due back on Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, Saffron and David, Sean's team. We start by paying homage to those indecipherable lyrics. If you thought 2 Unlimited had a hit that went, no, 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 there's Noel Edmonds. Stay right where you are. Phil's team, it's the Rolling Stones for your band. I don't think we've ever featured before on the show, and this comes from 1972. Those were the Stones with Tumbling Dice, but what was Mick Jagger trying to get across to us?
Brian?
I reckon it starts off with, all you women cheese.
It's a cheese song, Mark.
Animals and cheese.
You see, they made the album, right, it was Exile on Main Street, down at a chateau in France.
Yeah.
And that is when they got into cheese, being in France. Dylan initially got them into cheese.
Soft cheese first.
They started with the soft stuff,
yes.
then they went on to the harder cheeses.
And Bill Wyman was on the Petit Falou.
They did some songs, obviously, based around their love of cheese.
Brown cheddar?
Yeah.
Little Red Leicester?
Goat's cheese? It's actually true that Keith used to send his Stilton back to Switzerland to get its veins changed.
I think we should start again.
We're sticking by the cheese thing, Mark. It goes, all you women cheese. The line after that is slow down bagpuss.
Sneaking out my vocal hound, yeah.
My vocal hound.
Have you ever seen him singing when he had the hair? I mean, he did resemble like an Afghan.
The vocal hound.
He was the vocal hound of heavy metal.
Vocal hound.
Baby, baby bell.
Baby, baby bell.
Brie, brie.
The last time is meet you at the Four Cows now. And we can demonstrate it.
Yeah.
We sing it.
Well, I would like you to.
All you women cheese, slow down backwards, sneaking out my vocal hound. Baby bell, free, free, meet you at the Folk House now.
Not quite there, is it, Phil?
It's there. I believe that our rocking chum here has
Well,
the lyrics.
we think so. They're a bit before my time, but... Told all your women to slow down, gamblers, cheating at my loco house. Baby, baby, fever in the funk house now.
Well, I'll tell you what the real words were. They were, because all you women is low-down gamblers, cheating like I don't know how, but baby, baby, there's fever in the funk house now. So I think that deserves 2. Keith Richards boasts that he once stayed up for 9 days in a row. Well, once you start a game of Trivial Pursuit. Sean's team, your load of mystifying mumbling comes from the Happy Mondays. That was Happy Mondays with Kinky Afro, a top 5 hit from 1990. But what do you think Mr. Ryder was saying?
Was that the Happy Mondays, though? Because it looks like they just walked on set there as if they were looking for a bus or something like that.
You know, at his height, Sean Ryder was taking 60 rocks of crack a day, right? I think if I had 60 curly whirlies in a day, I'll be buggered, wouldn't I?
Well, they do a lot of drugs. They thought the song was about amphetamines, but it was about actually amputees. And they'd just come out of an amputee gig that they'd done, you know, charity thing.
I did hear about that gig. When they got to the wave your hands in the air bit, it didn't go down very well, apparently.
And Sean goes, Bez, you're shabby. Run around and groove like... Now, it's either a baguette or a badil.
Yeah.
Sean's pissed off with Bez because he's nicked a load of the false legs, yeah. So he says, take 10 feet back or I'll stab you. And then he says, spray it on or tack it. Because he's a bit annoyed because they'd done this gig for charity and Bez took all the false legs.
There's a lot of confusion about what Bez's job was in the Happy Mondays. Actually, what he's doing is signing for the deaf. And the lyrics are indecipherable, that's why he's going...
OK, let's hear that along with the track.
Bez, you're shabby. Run around and groove like a bad deal. Take the 10 feet back or I'll stab you. Spray on attack it.
So, have we got it then?
I don't know, have you?
I think the lyrics are, I said, Dad, you were shabby. You run a riot on a groove like a baddie.
Deal.
You take 10 feet back and then stab it.
Yeah.
Sprayed on and tack it.
Well, that's just gibberish, isn't it?
The actual words were, I said, Dad, you're shabby. You run around and groove like a baddie. You take 10 feet back and then stab it, spray it on and tag it. I'm going to give you the 2 points, Saffron. Very close. Sean Ryder grew up in Manchester, but has mixed blood. 25% Irish, 25% Scottish and 50% Colombian. And in that round, both teams have 2 points. Round 2 is the intros round, where melody, harmony and tempo are unfortunately just names of radio stations taxi drivers listen to. Sean and Saffron, you'll be making the sounds of 3 very famous songs towards David.
Right, a quick visual clue, right?
Right.
If you think of Brian on a very bad day.
Is that it?
It's a very unfair clue.
5, 6, 7, 8. Down, 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 down.
Yes, all right. Is it the 12-inch version? Mrs. Brian on a bad day looks nothing like Alice Cooper. It's School's Out.
It is School's Out by Alice Cooper, well done.
Raining Men.
Really?
Is it the beginning of Tales of the Unexpected?
It's a very good intro, Dave.
Do it again.
Oh.
You get your hair wet, Sean. Oh, is it, I Can't Stand the Rain?
It is I Can't Stand the Rain.
Most songs have got a second bit. I don't know this one. That's my own little bit, yeah.
What's the movement you're doing here?
Can I just ask why Saffron's doing this?
I've got to get my microphone in my mouth.
Put your head down then, don't push your tits up. you know what it is, Dave?
I don't actually.
You've done a fine job. I'll pass it over, I'm sure you know.
It's Devil's Haircut by Beck.
No, it's New Pollution by Beck, so no points to you, I'm afraid. So 2 points to you. The songs were I Can't Stand the Rain by Ann Peebles, or Eruption. Ann Peebles' other hit was called 99 pounds, which she explained was her precise weight at the time. Kylie Minogue's next single, 12 pounds 7 ounces, comes out on Friday. School's Out by Alice Cooper, and The New Pollution by Beck. Beck once worked in a video shop where he used to put all the porn movies into alphabetical order. Talk about anally retentive. Which, funnily enough, was the first one on the shelf. But then, Brian, here are your 3 songs. Bruce will be sat there praying that metal's coming up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this immensely.
Yeah, so...
I look forward to everything immensely, though, Mark. OK.
Especially dinner.
All day. Ready? 1, 2. Ding 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 ding.
Anything else you could do? Is there any sort of like strange funny face you could pull or anything? Or...
I was doing my best, Bruce.
Yeah? Okay.
How many bands do you know with funny faces that Phil can do?
I'll do Bad Manners.
Do Bad Manners. It's not them.
Not bad.
I'll do Dana. I'll do Dana.
Go on then, go on. Who's Dana?
She covers a lot of the old Iron Maiden records.
There you go. Which one does she cover?
All kinds of everything.
It's a bit harder than your version, but you'll get the point.
No? Not a clue.
You don't know, Bruce? Well, I'll hand it over. Yeah. What do you think?
Dana, All Kinds of Everything?
No. Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to play it and you'll know.
They don't know.
Oh no! We're trying our best.
You ain't seen Nothing Yet by Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Good God. There you go.
Okay.
It's not friggin' in the rigging, by the way. There's no more intro than that, Bruce, I'm afraid.
Stray Cats, is it?
Yeah, what song?
Stray Cat Strut.
No, it's not Stray Cat Strut, so I'm going to pass it over.
I thought it was a bit of music in Starsky and Hutch when Huggy Bear comes into it.
It's that as well.
No one knows? It was their first hit, it was Runaway Boys.
All right.
All right.
Down, 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 down.
This is a trick question, isn't it?
I want to be at a beat of you, pal, but I'm
It's status quo, whatever you want.
It is status quo, whatever you want. 1 point, I'm afraid. The songs were You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by Bachman Turner Overdrive, Runaway Boys by the Stray Cats. When the Stray Cats first appeared on the scene, they created a huge flap at their record company so the band could get in and out whenever they wanted. And Whatever You Want by Status Quo. In 1996, Status Quo sued Radio 1 after the station refused to play their new single because the band were too old. The judge said he'd never heard their music himself, but his parents were big fans. At the end of that round, Phil's team have 3 points, Sean's team have 4. It's neck and neck, nip and tuck, a short head and all the other ingredients that make up Belinda Carlisle as we come to our connected round. 2 artists for each team, all they have to do is give us the link between them. Phil's team, you go first. So can you find the connection between these two? Beardy Texan boogie merchants and stadium filling superstar ZZ Top. And tunes Bible thumper and hard partying rock and roll pioneer Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. Frank Beard is the drummer who you can't see, and he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah.
And Jerry Lee Lewis hasn't got a beard either.
No, I think Jerry Lee's just discovered that the piano's under 12 years old, so he's trying to get his leg over. Which could lead to a connection about teenage wives, possibly.
Is it weird religions? Because was Jerry Lee like one of them snake-handling Southern Baptist types?
And his cousin's Jimmy Swaggart.
Yeah.
No, they're top of Amish, as you can see there. They're like Amish. They've got a stretch cart that takes them to gigs.
No sleep till harvest.
He's got something to do with bass players here.
It's the bass players we think.
Bass player in ZZ Top shot himself in the foot.
Yes, right.
And Jerry Lee Lewis shot his bass player. Could that be
I'm
it?
astounded that you've got it completely right. The connection is the accidental shootings of bass players. In September 1976, at Jerry Lee Lewis's birthday party, he inadvertently shot his bassist Norman Owens in the chest. And in December 1984, ZZ Top's bassist Dusty Hill had an unfortunate mishap when the gun he carried in his cowboy boot went off, wounding him in the lower abdomen. Although I think lower abdomen means bollocks. In 1976, ZZ Top appeared on stage with a selection of wildlife, including snakes, raccoons and muskrats. It wasn't part of the show, they just combed their beards out that day. There was a huge controversy when Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old second cousin. His family were outraged. They'd been lining him up with his younger sister. When Jerry Lee came home and announced the marriage, his mother burst into tears and said, "So it's all over between us then, is it?" Sean's team, it's your go now. Tell us if you can find the link between these two. Overgrown ginger delinquent and Los Angeles-based twerp Axl Rose. And scantily clad power ballad vixen Cher.
Is it that both clips end with a shot of an arse?
Axl Rose is an anagram of oral sex.
Yeah.
And Cher is an anagram of wretch, which...
It is a fine link.
I think it's something to do with sailors and the tricks and pranks they play on people. She's on a cannon. They put glue on there and went, wait until Cher gets up on this. Can we roll back the Cher clip? You see, all trousers on. Why? No clothes on. She thinks he's doing a great gig. The sailor's just pissing himself laughing at him.
Has Cher sat on a newspaper?
Axl Rose is a real stroppy git. He's got a real chip in his shoulder. And Cher, because of her plastic surgery, has probably got a bit of her elbow in her.
Is it something to do with, they've both had bad marriages, bad divorces, and either of their partners have, like, sued for unhappy marriages?
You're quite right. The connection is filing for divorce within a month of marriage. In May 1990, Axl Rose cited irreconcilable differences between him and his wife Erin, whom he'd married only 26 days previously. And in July 1975, Cher and her then-husband Greg Allman filed for divorce after only 9 blissful days of wedlock. 2 full points. Well done, mate. Cher's husband apparently left her when her looks started to fade. The doctors had warned her not to nod off next to the radiator. In 1992, Cher cancelled a concert in New York because of a problem with her chest. She'd left it in the taxi. At the end of that round, Phil's team have 5 points, Sean's team have 6. It's time for the identity parade round now as we dangle our rods in Pop's River, reel in a tasty fish of yesteryear and see if the teams can finger them. Sean's team, you'll remember 70s punk sensations, X-ray spectacles. We want you to pick out singer Polly Starring. First though for the audience only is Polly singing Identity back in 1978. to choose from, but can you guess the real Polly's identity? Is it number 1, polyester? Number 2, polyunsaturated? Number 3, polyurethane? Number 4, Polly put the kettle on? Or number 5, Polly Wolly doodle all the day? Any of you X-Ray Specs fans?
Yeah, I am. Pick one.
I believe reading in the press that Polly Simon is now into UFOs and stuff. So let's just try this experiment.
What were you expecting to happen?
To go like that.
That's it.
Richard Dreyfuss, I happened with him.
Tough one, you were a fan, you must have some idea what she
I'm
looked
a
like.
feeling
Yes,
it's
number 2. I just have a poster on my wall, so
I think the
it's number
spectacles
2.
are a giveaway as well because of X-ray specs.
Yeah, it's number 2, please.
And number 5 works out of my local supermarket, so it's not...
Right, let's see if you're right. With the real polystyrene, please make herself known. Ladies and gentlemen, my hero, polystyrene! Phil's team, it's probably quite a few years since you last spared a thought for 70s singing sextet Guys and Dolls. In a few moments we want you to pick out Paul Griggs from the Guys and Martine Howard from the Dolls, but here, for the audience only, are the band doing There's a Whole Lot of Lovin' back in 1975.
There's a whole lot of loving going on in my heart.
It's a feeling I'm feeling through and through. There's a whole lot of loving going on in my heart. It's a feeling I'm feeling through and through.
6 to choose from, but which two had to fight the blonde bloke for the Harmony hairspray every night? Is it number 1, Lenny Bruce? Number 2, Pam Ayres? Number 3, Lenny Bennett? Number 4, Pam Schreiber? Number 5, Lenny the Lion? Or number 6, pa-pam, 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 pa-pa-pam? What do you think?
Why is number 1 holding the flower like that? He looks like a bloke off like some poster. Stop the war. Stop the war. Number 2, very nonchalant, ran to see her mum with the flower. Number 3, I don't know where his flower is, but I got a good idea. Number 4, she's like embarrassed waiting at the train station. Number 5's copying number 4 because he wants to cop off of her later. And number 6 is Sally James off Tiswas.
Absolutely no idea. Sorry, I've never heard of you before.
Yeah, but he was 3. He was 3.
Yeah,
to be fair.
yeah.
Stick your thumb in your mouth. There you go.
Is there anything else you'd like me to
Easy,
stick my mouth?
Tigers. You're coming around.
I was like 17 and I was probably...
You were rocking. That's what you were doing.
I was going to see polystyrene gigs.
So what, you're too old to remember them, you're too young to remember them.
And I
He's just in
remember
the
them
right space,
perfectly
yeah.
well.
Go on, choose them then.
What?
Come on.
3 and 6. And that's about what they're worth these days.
Well, it's definitely number 6, because she's not happy about that.
These good people have come on our show, you apologise.
I'm very sorry.
You apologise.
I'm very sorry, number 3 and number 6.
Let's see if you're right. With the real Paul Griggs and Martine Howard, please step forward. Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Griggs and Martine Howard. At the end of that round, Phil's team have 7 points and Sean's team have 8. Wonderful. Our final round is Next Lines, where Nerves of Steel, Lightning Reactions, Sudden Brainstorms and all the other Iron Maiden songs are completely ignored. Instead, I'll read out lines from well-known hits for each team for 90 seconds. Sean's team, your 90 seconds starts now. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Who am I to under this? I travel the world in the 7 seas.
Just the next line, but right. No, not the whole song, but the correct next line.
Who am I could be the next line.
You don't know, who am I to disagree? Sweet dreams, Eurythmics. She's just a devil woman.
She's just a devil.
With evil on her side.
Beware the
Close.
With evil on her side, is that right?
Yes, that's why I said close. I've done this before, Dave.
Right. It's the first thing I ever bought, though.
It's with evil on her mind, devil woman, Cliff Richard. I want to hold her tight.
Teenage
Kicks
kicks
all through the night.
Yeah, teenage kicks the undertones. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman.
Giving all your love to just one man.
What was that like? Yeah, tell me what it. I'm just mad about saffron.
Saffron's mad about me.
Yes, mellow yellow, Donovan. Yeah, the birdie song, the tweets. I am the passenger.
I ride and I ride.
Yeah, Iggy Pop. Somebody told me that his name was Bill. Or
And his name was Da-do-ron-ron-ron, Da-do-ron-ron.
Yeah, the Crystals. High on the hill lived a lonely goat herd.
On his own every day. I was making it up. When you joined
How do you both make up the same wrong line?
Oh dear. Isn't that
twins?
I don't know it now.
You are, Sean.
It was he. Lonely goat herd, Julie Andrews. He said captain.
said what?
Say
Yep.
what?
Never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dance.
Something, little romance.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one. So, Phil's team, you need 11 points to win the show. Your 90 seconds starts now. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy...
If you want my body and you think it's sexy, come on,
now, let me know.
Yeah, well, Stuart. Do-do-do-do.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, the police. When the kids had killed the man...
They had to cut up his hands.
No.
They had to break up his hands.
No.
They had to break up the band.
Yes, David Bowie. If you had a rhyming dictionary, you would have got there in the end, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Panic on the streets of London.
Panic on the streets of Birmingham.
Humberside.
Birmingham.
Birmingham, yes, the Smiths. I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo.
Here.
Yeah, no, that's not quite what I'm looking for.
Pass.
I like what the hell am I doing here? Creep right ahead.
Right.
Stand and deliver your money or your life.
Trying to use them there.
That's
Your money
exactly
or your
what I was
life.
going for. Adam and Hannah stand and deliver. Then she looked at me with those big brown eyes and said... Pass. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh. Turn her overdrive. I'm Mr. Solar's intentions are good.
Please don't let me be misunderstood.
Yep. You diddy hey, you diddy ho, you diddy hey, you diddy ha, you diddy hey, oorly 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 hey, oorly 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 USA. It was the next line was in America, for America by Red Box, and the banker never worked. At the end of the show, it's a turn up for the books. Phil's team have 13 points, but this week's winners are 17. Sean's team. So thanks to Sean, David and Saffron, Phil, Bruce and Brian. You've been watching Nevermind the Buzzcocks. I've been Marla, and may I say, not in a gay way. Good night.